in the American university system, at the very heart of it, is the idea that all students will have a liberal education and a specialized major. So if you think about what makes a college degree, your major is 60 hours, 50 hours, depends on the major, but the degree is 120 hours. And so you do the major, but you also do general education. And general education does two things for you. One, it gives you essential skills. We're also giving you core foundational knowledge. We want you to be well-rounded, well-informed, with the right skills to succeed in the major.
The real purpose, in my view, of a university education is to produce an educated person. An educated person is someone who can think clearly and communicate well. But thinking clearly is not something that you know how to do right away. You have to learn how to think. But there's different kinds of thinking. There's moral thinking, there's scientific thinking, there's humanistic thinking, there's market thinking. There's lots of different ways to think. And no one way of thinking is ever going to completely exhaust a problem, or one way of thinking may not get you to the best solution to a problem. So the best thing for a student to do is to expose themselves to the widest range of disciplinary inquiries, ways of attacking or thinking about a problem.
This is so important that it's being copied worldwide now.
I believe my general education classes have helped me become a well-rounded person, and it has helped me develop different skills that might be useful later on in my career.
I took classes, I thought I wanted to be a dietitian. Turns out I didn't like chemistry, I didn't want to do it. So now I'm a public relations major and I love it, and I think that by taking general education classes, I think that it definitely prepares you for what you want to do, and I think that it gives you time to think about it.
You get deeply saddened when people say, get your general education out of the way. Because really general education is at the heart of a college education. You cannot succeed in your major without a good general education. It's important to take your general education courses in the right sequence, because they are intentionally designed. There are things that you need to know so you can learn other things. Things happen in the general education courses that prepare you. So literally, if you do things in the right order, and usually you look at the university catalog, it says 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, there's an order to that. So there is that preparation for success at the higher level that's really important.
There is a reason why we're a university and not a technical school, is because when we have that degree that says Utah State, it means that we've taken all these classes that form us into a learner, to a great student, that we didn't just learn what we needed to get our degree in that specific area, but we learned everything, from English to math to sciences. General education is important, and I have loved all of my general education classes, and it's made me a better student and a businessman.
And one of the things that an education should do for you is give you the capacity to enter into another person's mind, understand how someone else thinks who may not share the same kind of perspective that you do. And general education effectively encourages you, forces you, to take a wide range of classes across a wide range of colleges and disciplines. And so it enables you to develop those skills to understand arguments, understand different perspectives, approach questions creatively and analytically in a variety of different ways.
It actually isn't your major that gets you the job, it's your education that gets you the job, because you've got to be able to function in the world. And there's one other thing that American higher ed really cares about, and it's preparing you for life as a citizen. Can you read the newspaper well enough to know whether or not this is good science? You take things like the debate over climate change. Can you read that graph? Can you say, well, that sounds to me like that's a very strange sort of science because they're not asking the right questions that a scientist would ask. What the university is doing is giving you the great blessing of a space in which you can learn how to do this. But you, your family, your employer, your nation will all benefit from you if you learn how to be an intentional learner.